Ninong is back! And since mataas ang fuel prices ngayon, it's high time to revisit and discuss some ways to reduce fuel consumptions. Two main objectives. Number one, whenever we save fuel, that's automatically money in our pocket. Number two, if we reduce fuel and we reduce emission, that would a positive translation or contribution, our contribution to the environment because of lesser emission. There are so many simple ways in order to reduce our fuel consumption. One is by checking the inflation of our tires. Diba? Simple lang yon. Kung titingnan natin, minsan wala tayong pakialam ano bang inflation ng bang gauge ng tires natin, pero may impact pala yan sa fuel consumption because underinflated tires would require more friction sa kalsada. So ibig sabihin, habang bumabiyahe tayo and mas maraming friction, mas hirap ang makina natin. And kung hirap ang makina natin, mas maraming fuel ang nakukonsume niya. Another simple and yet effective ways to reduce fuel consumption is to lessen the weight in our vehicle. Sometimes meron tayong kasing tendency na ilagay natin lahat ng gamit natin or most of our things inside the vehicle even though hindi natin siya kailangan. So habang naglalagay-lagay tayo ng mga gamit sa loob ng sasakyan natin, bumibigat ang ating sasakyan. So kung bumibigat yung sasakyan natin, definitely kailangan ng mas maraming power yung vehicle natin. And kung kailangan mas maraming power, siyempre mas maraming consumption ng fuel yung vehicle natin. So simple lang, di ba? Sabi nga dito, for every 50 kilograms nilagay natin sa kotse natin o sa sasakyan natin, that increases fuel consumption by 2%. Yun. So simple lang, pero kung gagawin natin, makakatipid tayo sa consumption. Another thing, sa paggamit natin ng air condition. Before, we were thinking that not using aircon will reduce our fuel consumption. But it depends. It depends sa takbo natin. If we are running or driving more than 80 km per hour, definitely, yung vehicle natin, meron niyang wind resistance. Diba? And kung meron niyang wind resistance, definitely kailangan ng more power ng vehicle natin. And again, more power, more fuel consumption. So, it depends. Kung ang takbo nyo is 80 to 90, better yet mag-aircon na tayo. Mas malilesen ang ating fuel consumption. Another thing, don't go too fast or too slow. If we are cruising the highway and we are running at 100 kilometers per hour, the fuel increase that we require or the vehicle requires is around 15% more, no? And if we will run at 110 kph, additional 25% fuel requirement. So, tingnan nyo, pag masyadong mabagal naman, definitely, medyo hirap yung nasa lower gear tayo. Of course, pag nasa lower gear, hirap yung makina natin, mag-require din siya ng mag-require din siya ng additional fuel. So, ang advice, we will just run around 80 to 90 at a constant speed. So at least, hindi hirap yung makina natin, hindi niya kailangan ng additional power. So yan, makaka-lessen din tayo ng fuel consumption on that. Ito, alam natin to. We should remain steady when accelerating. We should avoid revving our accelerator to high revolutions per minute o tinatawag nating RPM. The higher the revolution, the higher it requires fuels. So as much as possible, steady lang. Huwag nating bobombahin. Tama lang, yung tama lang. Para malesa natin yung fuel consumptions natin. Simple, alam natin yan. But sometimes, nakakalimutan natin. I-avoid din natin yung bigla ang pagbe-brake or yung braking aggressively. Because slamming the brakes would requires increase in fuel consumption because kailangan natin mag-accelerate ulit. So, simple lang yun, ano? Simple logic. And then, kung yung aggressive braking, it's also dangerous. And it's a safety consideration also. Because hindi natin, pag nag-brake tayo ng bigla-bigla, natin malayan, may kasunod pala tayo, so it would also cause accident. Ano? So, aside from reducing our fuel consumption, we are avoiding also a possible accident in that case. As much as possible, we need to cruise on top gear. Kanina na-mention natin that higher acceleration requires more fuel. So kung nasa top gear tayo palagi, less acceleration, so less fuel lang yung kailangan natin. May mga ibang models ng sasakyan na meron silang a cruise mode, ano? So yun, kung meron kayong cruise mode sa vehicle nyo, sa sasakyan nyo, gamitin natin yan. Para steady lang, hindi hirap yung vehicle natin. And kung hindi hirap yung engine natin, of course, lesser fuel consumption yun. Ito pa, napaka-basic nito. Let us always avoid rush hours. Alam naman natin yan. Kapag traffic, patay na tayo dyan. So definitely, pag naka-idle tayo at traffic, fuel consumption would likely to increase, di ba? So kung nakikita nyo na meron kayong kailangan puntahan, pwede naman tayo mag-waste, pwede natin agahan or avoid natin yung mga rush hours para just to make sure na dire-diretso yung biyahe natin and hindi tayo makot into traffic. Less fuel consumption and less accidents also. Kasi normally sa mga traffics, diyan nangyayari ang maraming insidente. So I guess that would be wise move if we will plan our trips, our driving hours. Isa pa, do not stay idle for long. If we are waiting for someone, it's better turn off natin yung engine. Of course, kung maandar yung engine natin, nagko-consume yan ng fuel, di ba? And of course, kung maandar yung engine natin, nag-i-emit yan ng emission, which is harmful sa environment. So kung meron tayong naantay, mag-open tayo ng windows, and then turn off engine. And lastly, yung regular servicing and maintenance of our vehicle would also contribute to a less fuel consumption. Wag natin kakalimutan, wag nating mi-miss yung mga periodic maintenance ng sasakyan natin. Especially yung mga change oil. Of course, kung na rin yan, safety precautions na yan, ano? To make sure that our vehicle is road worthiness. There we go. Simple tips to reduce our fuel consumption. Alam na natin yan. Baka nakakalimutan lang natin. Just a reminder na pwede natin gawin yan para tayo makatipid at makakontribute din tayo sa environment. That's it for now. And huwag niyong kakalimutan ang laging payo ni Ninong: ride safe and save lives. Ciao!